Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on another team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hokies offense will start this game off. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good, he is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Just steamrolling the defense. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollack. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump there.
They'll keep it on the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two-star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Takes the easy completion. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Daniels. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that pass picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team at the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Splits the uprights. Good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On the move at the 30. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They'll give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. A strike downfield. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to pass. It's Drones. It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be...
Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll line up for a second down play. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He looks that one in nicely. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Feeling they've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Whoa, deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get him.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Just plowing ahead. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Snap it to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
17, Stanford, 3.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
At the 30. Fourth down coming up.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Running with power. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best.
And the ball's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still running at the 35. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Daniels. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Intercepted by Virginia Tech. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
First down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. The give headed toward right tackle. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Right back to the well. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think they can create space here with a run to the right.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the gun, running back on the move. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Coleman. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense. Page playing together. I love it.
The Hokies will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 1st down here for the offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
7 yards on the play. Now, 4th down. Number 37 on to kick it away.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Hokies. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Michigan State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Finds him out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. The snap sets up the throw. Completes it in the middle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Touchdown, Stanford! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They want that clock to run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
He's brought down at the 38-yard line. Third down coming.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
Virginia Tech, 41. Stanford, 17.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air, it's Daniels. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. And they will send a field goal unit out, not for a big ask, for a gargantuan ask. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Touchdown, Cardinal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
First down for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, the long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. The play-action fake. Coming after it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. 4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Winning those individual 6-second battles